All right, everybody. What's going on? Welcome to tonight's podcast of Gangsta Talk. You know what it is. Last night we had an interesting podcast. We talked about the demons that are taking the lives of our women and children. It was such a good discussion. We decided to continue it tonight. But we have some more things we want to add to it. It seemed like this situation is getting out of hand. Well, it's out of it's out of hand. And now it's a call to action. It's time to do something about it. And those of us who can do something should do something. Now, what it is that we should do? Well, we'll talk about that tonight on Gangsta Talk. All right, Dame, hit it.
Yeah, son. There's mad kids out there getting cream for the 9-5, bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. Shoot the game going for mine. Alright. And this is the year when mad caps get peeled. So I'ma spark this line, kick the reel.
Bang them out.
With all this chaos in the realms of the street, your local street dog got to make and speak. The average Joe's far too slow for the ghetto pro. You better know, when I hit the streets, I like to glow, I like to glisten. And at the same time, stay low, listen, motherfuck the thing. I'm pursuing the dope. My stilo is symbolic to a kilo. Cash is popping, coke is cooking, beef is copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that's used to living rich is now a sticky kid, caught up in the ditch. In 94, Giuliani kicked down the door. In 95, niggas quit to stay alive. Peeling caps while I laugh. In the stats is 4.5. Remy in the glass, off the boom, then I blast. They wanna confine me, sneak up from behind me. Bust a cap in my back and put me where they can't find me. They hate to see a young player pay. I don't wanna see that. They rather see it spray. But I'm like this, a Terminator, squeeze the lead off. Using verbs and nouns like rounds to blow your head off. Hitting up spots, heating up blocks. Investing in stocks like Colombian blow crops. I'm out to get green and ain't no doubt in my mind. Fuck this broke shit, I'm hit, I get down for mine. I get down for mine. Never is. I really wanna be a player. I ain't someplace shit back here. Let's play a game of real nigga roulette. With this a DOA as I spray the melee. Content and punctuation is compared to AK. You in a day. Overdose for pure funk. I'm fucking off like Tommy Gun. My karma's a booty smoke. Decapitated rappers in my trunk. I'm sick. Pumping skunk. Bouncing with my clip. Popping mega jump. I'm getting blank while these clouds be zigzagging. What's this talk about putting keys? Come on, you're nickel bagging. I'm blasting off wings and making doubters believe it. You see, I was packing heaters when jokers was banging cheerleaders. Ain't nothing changed, it's still the same. Yeah, I'm for banging rookies out the frame. Y'all done forgot who was the pimp from the start. Sipping vintage wine, eating dollar cup. I'm phenomenal from the abdominal. Far from comical lyrics that stick in the brains like barnacles. Never sleep. I'm bringing the drama to the street with techniques and rolling in bleach. Ain't nothing sweet about the street, so I'm poetically ill. I'm pure like cook up and lyrics shine like fish scale. I got the finger at your throat and you ain't showing no signs. K-Dep, let them know I get down for mine. I get down for mine. I get down for
All right. Here we are again tonight, as promised. We are the E Nation, powered by the Ebony Star Network, the media hub of the E Nation. Joining me tonight, as always, my number two, Dame Frankie, on the ones and twos. Say hello, Dame. Okay, Dame seems
Hello,
to be
everybody.
all right.
Oh yeah.
Now, how you feeling tonight?
I'm
Feeling
good.
good?
Hmm.
All right. Okay, we locked and loaded tonight. All right. All right. Here we go. Okay, go on mute, Dame. All right. Here's the deal. Some things we talked about last night rubbed some people the wrong way. Some people had an issue with me blaming black men where the blame should be. I don't know what they think this is. I don't know if they feel that somehow I'm going to change. I will change when black men change. See, because I'm a black man and I know what it takes to be a black man. And it does not take killing your own people to be a black man. It does not take disrespecting and devaluing the lives of your women and children to be a black man. It does not take being a deadbeat dad to be a black man. It does not take a man who's filled with nothing but hatred for his women and children to be a black man. See, that's not what it takes to be a black man. It takes responsibility, it takes courage, it takes sacrifice. You got to put love in there for the women and the children. Integrity, strength, endurance, mental and emotional toughness. You have to be able to produce. These are some of the things it takes to be a black man. Intelligence. These are some of the things it takes. You have to be a gentleman. You have to understand what's going on in the world. You have to protect your own. Well, this is not a black woman problem. The black women are being targeted, but it's not their problem. This is a black man's problem. You see, the black man created this problem. See, when you are constantly devaluing the lives of your women and your children, what do you think the other races are going to do? They're listening too. And hell, if you don't care about your own people, why should they? They don't care about your know-how. But to hear you broadcast it on, excuse me. But to hear you broadcast it all over creation gives them the green light to treat your people any old kind of way they want. We don't have any friends. Most people can't stand us because we are unique and most people cannot be like us. We are original. We do things naturally that it takes people years to try to achieve through practice. And so they resent us for all of this natural ability that we have that was given to us when we came into this world via the black woman. And there are other animosities and hatreds that they have too. One thing they hated about us the most is that we thrive in family. You isolate us with our family and we will thrive. See, separating us from our family is our weakness. They found that out. That is our Achilles heel. That is our kryptonite. Keeping us divided. Putting us together won't work because we will just thrive. They don't want that. Now, we know who they are, the system of white supremacy and those who operate the system of white supremacy on a day in and day out basis. But now we have some new players in the game. Demonic males who are running around here in our society like chickens with their head cut off, with every intention on murdering our women and children. Now, this can be stopped in so many ways. We have brothers who are capable and have the resources to stop this thing. But see, many of them are afraid because they have so much to lose. This is why they haven't gotten off the sideline yet. But it's later for that. It's time to get off the sideline, like I said last night. Now, this also may be fueled by this constant howl of submission. I heard some dumbass Negro say the other day that all black men wanted submission and they would do right. Other women are submissive to their men. How come black women aren't submissive to their women? Well, let me tell you why. Because their men aren't doing shit. Let's start from the top. This derelict dingbat said, other races of women are submissive to their men. How come black women are the only race of women on earth that's not submissive to their men? Answer is because the black man isn't doing shit. Isn't doing a damn thing. Nothing, Nathan, zip, nada, zilch. The big O. Circle, whether it be a dull circle or a sharp circle. And the dingbat that was talking about this, who is as sharp as a circle, I may add, seems to be jealous that other women are submissive to their men, but black women aren't. Well, when you Negroes start doing something that will attract the black woman in a submissive way, then that will happen. Until then, it's not going to happen. You see, okay, let me tell you what don't qualify for submission. Now, I'm not a black woman expert. I just happen to love black women. I always speak from my heart when I get up here. All right. I don't never rehearse my shows. I don't write nothing down. Dang can tell you I don't write nothing down. I don't memorize. I just get up here and speak out of the heart. Because I really love my people. I really love my women. I really love black women. I don't have to prepare to speak from the heart. It just flows out naturally. See, when you love, it just flows out naturally. So let me tell you what don't qualify. Let's start with social media. Sitting on live streams, 5, 6, 7 at a time, cackling like hens and attacking one woman doesn't qualify for submission. Now, let me tell you what else doesn't qualify for submission. Complaining about black women having an attitude, that doesn't qualify as submission. Would you like to guess what else doesn't qualify as submission? Attacking black women doesn't qualify for submission. Not protecting black women doesn't qualify for submission. Blaming black women for everything under the sun and over the sun and on the side of the sun, hell, 365 degrees around the sun, doesn't qualify for submission. Dame.
Yeah.
Tell me to keep going. Say, get him, Max.
Get him, Max.
Acting like a girl doesn't qualify for submission. Being submissive to other males, preferably white males, doesn't qualify for submission. Competing with black women for the love of black men doesn't qualify for submission. Being terrified of these white boys and taking your misplaced fear out on a black woman doesn't qualify for submission. Trying to play slave master, acting as if you were a white taskmaster, cracking the whip and trying to whip the black woman like a slave, wishing you were white, doesn't qualify for submission. Being 45 years old and your sole purpose is to play video games for 8 to 12 hours a day and want your woman to fix you a meal while you have absolutely no job, pay no bills, and have no responsibility to speak of doesn't qualify for submission. Getting on social media, talking about other men's phalluses and what you will do to them and what size they are doesn't qualify for submission. We can go all night about what doesn't qualify for submission. Not protecting your children or taking care of your children. Hell, let me see. At this point, I think the black woman would even settle for a goddamn stick figure as a father. You could be in the goddamn house as a cardboard cutout. You motherfuckers can't even do that. That doesn't qualify as submission. I'm sorry, for submission. Not having any plans for the future. Being worthless. Being some kind of hobo laying on couches, wanting women to purchase you clothes and treat you like a newborn baby boy does not qualify for submission. Running amok, throwing a temper tantrum when one of your game CDs no longer work. And getting mad at the woman because she doesn't want to buy you a PlayStation does not qualify for submission. So what is this anger about submission? You don't qualify. We just rattle off a whole laundry list of reasons why you don't qualify for submission. And we can probably go on. As a matter of fact, chat, jump on in. Everybody in the chat, jump on in there. Throw in your what doesn't qualify for submission. I'll let Dane read them out as we go along. Everybody get it. Let's have some fun. Get in on the fun. Let us know what doesn't qualify for submission. Anyway, so since you don't qualify for submission, what the hell are you asking for it? I'm sorry, why the hell are you asking for it? See, apparently you punks don't understand how submission works. I tried to explain to you before. Submission from a woman is an act of manhood. You don't get that. It's not an act of womanhood, so you don't get to stand out here and twerk and sashay Shantae and think that qualifies for submission. That's not an act of manhood. That is an act of homosexuality, and that definitely doesn't qualify for submission. Submission is an act of manhood. You have to be a man, a strong man, with his head screwed on right, with his priorities together, who can provide resources, on and on and on. That is what brings about willing submission. When a man can take care of a woman and take away all of her worries, can take away all of it, can ease her mind so that she can nest in the environment and be a woman and be a mother and still take her places and see the world and treat her and take her out, show her things, taking care of your kids. These are the things that will bring about willing submission. Again, that's an act of manhood. You have to be a real man to earn that. And that's something that the woman willingly gives. You don't have to ask for that. See, a real man doesn't have to ask for submission. I've never even heard of this shit until I came on social media. And I grew up around some real dogs. They all married, man, been married for 20, whatever years. Nobody talks about no damn submission. I ain't never heard nobody talk like that until I came on social media. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about, submission? woman will willingly give herself to you if you are doing the right thing, if you are the right kind of man, if you can protect her, you can do right by her, you can take care of her, you are kind to her, you love her, you care for her well-being, you take care of your children, you keep a strong roof over your head and keep that roof and home protected, and you provide resources. When you do all of these things, that will register in her mind. And she will willingly give herself to you. You don't have to ask for a damn thing. Your dad don't have to come on here and be talking about some black women won't submit. Other races of women submit to their men. Other races of women submit to their men because they men are movers and shakers, ass kickers and name takers. That Asian man over there owns businesses. He owns homes. He can employ his wife. His wife wants or needs nothing. That is why she's submissive, because he got it. He got her. Same thing with the Hispanic man. He got his woman. That's why these women are submitting. Many of these women don't even know what it's like to not be provided for. They can't even have that conversation. They don't know what that's like because they men provide for them from day one. Even when they ain't married, they're being provided for. When I was in Japan, women were being taken care of by men, period. Period. The system was set up to take care of women and children, period. And you asking why they're submitting? Because they have real men in their lives. That is why they are submitting. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to be a man. They don't have to toughen up. They don't have to act masculine. They don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul. They don't have to go out in the street and sell their body so they can pay the rent. So they're going to get kicked out on the street with their children because you failed to provide the money for the rent. They don't have to do any of those things. They can nest in the environment and be women and mothers and wives. That is why they are submitting to their husbands and their men. You need to go look again on why those women are submitting. See, they men are doing something you Negroes aren't doing. You're not kicking any ass and taking any names out here. First of all, you're getting your ass kicked. And you're changing your name because you don't want the person who kicked the first time to find you and kick it again. You damn sure aren't moving any fucking mountains. Hell, you niggas couldn't fucking kick over a goddamn fucking dust pile. You niggas are so weak. If you got to run and start and kick the pile of dust, you'd break your foot. That's how weak you niggas are. So you definitely ain't moving any goddamn mountains. You sure enough ain't shaking shit up. You're shaking, but you ain't shaking nothing up. You're shaking because you're a fearful coward, but you aren't shaking anything up. Now, impress the black woman. Where are your works of manhood? What are you doing? I keep hearing these motherfuckers talking about, well, there are brothers doing this. Where are these brothers at? They over there with JoJo and them. Well, where JoJo and them at? I don't know. They were over there in Coney Island. You go to Coney Island, ain't nobody doing shit. One of the things that these niggas love to say is that they have boots on the ground. So what? Everybody outside got boots on the fucking ground. See, this is the type of shit they say to get away with not being fucking responsible. This is how they take the attention off themselves so they don't get their feet put to the fire for being a worthless ass nigger and not doing what the fuck he's supposed to do for his people, for his women and his children. They come up with these fucking camouflage tactics. Oh, I'm out there with boots on the ground. I'm doing this. You ain't doing shit. Up here with this fairy tale shit on social media. Oh, I go hard. I go hard in the community. Where at, nigga? Don't nobody know you. Ain't nobody saying anything about it. Where are your work? These niggas don't have any works to speak of. You think the black woman doesn't see that you don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out, and you couldn't build a goddamn fucking pile with you couldn't build a goddamn pile with fucking a bunch of blocks. If we had your ass a bunch of blocks right now, you couldn't put one on top of the other. Because you don't build shit. You don't have shit. Asian men have places of gainful employment for their women that they made for them. They have housing that they built for their women. Now, you Negroes are always complaining about black women are on welfare and they get Section 8 and, well, again, where's the housing you built for them? Where are the places that you created so that they may be gainfully employed? Now, I didn't plan to go on this submissive shit, but I'm tired of hearing it because it's bullshit. You niggas don't deserve any goddamn submission. You got to be a man first. So you dumb niggas think the black woman is dumb like you. You think she can't recognize what a real man is? Oh, most certainly. That's why she stay away from you motherfuckers. That's why when she see you motherfuckers, she turn tail and get the fuck out of town like Speedy Gonzalez. When you guys become real men consistently, then maybe the black woman will start to think about submitting, if it isn't too late. But you can't be asking for something that you don't deserve. You niggas don't deserve no submission. Prove yourself first. Go out here and build a bank. Go out here and fight the white man. Go out here and get white supremacy off our necks. Go out here and protect your women, because I'm going to tell you right now, you go fuck with that Asian man's woman, he going to put his foot in your ass. You go fuck with any other race of man's woman, he putting his foot square in your ass. He going to do something to you. You the only coward niggas on this planet that won't protect your own women. You don't even have no respect for pregnancy. When a woman is with child, you don't even have any respect for that. I've heard you motherfuckers call a pregnant black woman a fat ass. That's extremely disrespectful. That's some punk childish shit. She's with child and you are insulting her? She's about to do something beautiful. She's about to bring a real life into this world. Something you cannot do. And you are disrespecting her? Calling her a fat ass? That's a human being in her belly, nigga. Mm-hmm. You got the game fucked up. That's not fat. That's a person that she's about to bring into this world, that she's about to give life to. But you see, you sad ass gay niggas, I expect that kind of hatred from you. Oh, skinny punk ass niggas scared of your own shadow. Nigga, if you were walking by a goddamn picnic table, somebody went boo, you would jump your ass in the cup. You niggas can't bust a grape. You probably can't take a punch. See, a real man can take a punch. I would love to man test a lot of you punk ass niggas. I bet you can't take a punch in the chin or in the gut. Because judging from the sound of some of you, you sound like you weigh about 47 pounds. I'm surprised many of y'all ain't out here getting your ass whooped by women. That's probably why you got to jump these women now. 4 and 5 of you jumping one woman. Ultimate weakness. This is an embarrassment. This is what's leading to these crazy demonic acts about women being murdered, our children being murdered. Because you cowardly niggas are too fucking weak to deal with women like real men. A real man doesn't freak out and lose his goddamn mind and shoots his own child, shoots his woman. It's not what a real man does, it's what a weak nigga does. It's what a cowardly, weak nigga does. And you niggas talking about other women. You can't deal with the ones you have. What makes you think other women want to put up with your weakness? Whoa, let me explain something to you. You punk Negroes aren't the only ones who traveled outside this country. I have traveled many, many countries, and I'm telling you right now, those women are submissive. They need strong men. They are submissive to strong men. Once y'all get over there and they see how weak you are, they're not going to want to be around y'all. That's not what they're used to. They're used to strong men. You dudes are weaklings. They used to men who have mentally emotional toughness, men who don't take them seriously, men who don't freak out, strong men who take care of them. Men who don't argue with them when they get to arguing, men who go about their business and don't pay that shit no mind. Y'all standing here arguing with women, fighting with women. Let me tell you what's getting made. Let me tell you what's coming. We're going to have a World Star video of a black man with Noxzema on his face, kicking off his Chelsea boots and fighting like a woman against another black woman in the street, trying to scratch her eyes out. We're going to see that video. And when it does, y'all going to say, that goddamn Max, I can't believe this shit. These niggas already fight like girls. Remember how women used to fight back in the day? Arms flying everywhere, don't give a damn who they hit. Arms and hands flying everywhere. Mm-hmm. You swear some of them have 50,000 hands. The hands are flying everywhere, no coordination, just hands everywhere, hitting everything in sight. That's the way you niggas are. Y'all like little girls. And y'all want to, well, first of all, you can't possibly want the black woman to submit to you because the The black woman is a straight heterosexual woman. In order for her to submit to you, she would have to be gay. Maybe you might want to talk to some lesbians. So now you're mad because you can't get submission because you don't deserve it and you shouldn't have it. And any black woman who give it to you will be out of her will be out of her mind. Absolutely out of her mind. She should be committed. So I don't think that's going to happen. So you can't submit. I mean, you can't get her to submit. You can't be a man because you don't have nothing to speak of. You don't do shit. Playing video games don't count. And you motherfuckers ain't even got the wherewithal to make money off the video games. Y'all just play it for no goddamn reason. Y'all burning up fucking hours, not making any money at all, not bringing any resources into the house, which is what a man is supposed to do. You aren't bringing any resources in the house. You see, those Asian and white boys you see on YouTube playing the video games, they are getting paid. That's the difference between them and you. They're not just wasting their time. That's why you don't see their girls tripping, because their girls know they're getting paid. They're bringing resources into the house, playing them video games. Them guys are winning tournaments, $100,000 tournaments. They get paid to sponsor those games. I'm sorry, they get paid by sponsors to play those games. They get commentary on those games. They get money off those games. You niggas sitting up here playing it, passing the goddamn time, ain't got a fucking job, ain't bringing no resources in the house. Just bragging amongst each other. And 90% of you motherfuckers didn't even purchase your PlayStation. Your girl bought it for you. Because you ain't got no fucking job. How much you would have bet 90% of you motherfuckers? Your woman bought your PlayStation and your Xbox.
Or their mother.
She bought it for your, right, or your mother. Thanks, Dane. Either for your birthday, Christmas, or just for you being a good little boy. See, some women don't mind having you around as a little boy because you come in handy. She can get you to do some things around the house. Some of you, she can't get you to do that. So she can send you on errands like a little 9-year-old. Here's a note. Go to the store, pick up some bread, eggs, milk. You go up there and fuck that up. You come back with somebody else's groceries. Shit. So, what have we learned about submission? It's an act of manhood. And you guys don't qualify. There's no manhood in you. And if there's no manhood in you, guess what? There won't be any submission from the black woman. Because black women will only willingly submit to real men. And trust me, they know a real fucking man when they see one. And you niggas are not that. You are not him or them. So now you mad and you want to behave like a fucking animal and start shooting out women and murdering our children. Some fool shot his, newborn, what was it, a 2-year-old Dame? He shot 3 times. Okay, Dame is floating around somewhere in Walmart.
All right.
Didn't the brother shoot his, was it 2-year-old baby 3 times?
Yeah.
Was it a 2-year-old?
3-year-old.
3-year-old. Shot a
Mhm.
3-year-old baby three times.
Mhm.
Now the baby survived, but we don't know what's going to happen to it as it grows up. We don't know if it's got permanent damage. We don't know that. Shot his 3-year-old baby 3 times. We just had some fool yesterday, some demon yesterday, blow away his girlfriend and his girlfriend's mother, and then finally killed himself. Now, it's been brought to my attention that some manosphere guys and sissy bims and guys who hate women on here are glad this is happening to black women. They're glad. They're rejoicing. And I'm trying to figure out why. Because you're a target too. And if you think you're going to go run to other races of women, you got another thing coming. Because the men over there are going to know that you're trying to come over. You think they don't listen to you? See, the problem you Negroes got is that you run your mouth like women. And you run it often. And you run it long and loud. Some of you have platforms that reach into other countries. And they hear you loud and clear. You think they're going to let you come into their country? A lot of you niggas can't even live in another country. You got to be able to work. There's things you got to do. You got to get used to the system over there. A lot of you couldn't even hack it in other countries. You have any idea some of the laws? You think the laws over here crazy? Try the laws in the Philippines. You know, different laws. Understand when you leave this country, you are no longer protected by American law. American law don't follow you to different countries. So when you get to other countries, they're going to see you differently.
Sure, they already do.
Right. And so we have demonic people taking the lives of our women and children. It's time to put a stop to it. It's time to address it. It's time to make sure we put on blast the men who are devaluing the lives of our women. It's time we start putting them out there. And it's time brothers get off the sideline and get your head in the game. Start protecting our women and start forming pockets of protection around our women. Let's start helping them, telling them what to look out for. Let's get in the game to protect our women and children. We can't just leave them out here by themselves. These animals are running all over the place. And they feel that they have carte blanche because the white man isn't going to do anything. He ain't trying to stop them because what? They're affecting black people. And they feel that the black woman's life is worthless. To many of these dudes, they think a black woman's life is worth nothing because they've been listening to these pimps. They've been listening to these manoqueers, these sissy bims talking about saving themselves. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Save yourself, black man. Save yourself from black women. The fuck is that? The hell are you saving yourself from? The black woman isn't doing anything to you. Problem is you niggas are too weak to be men. I said to you yesterday, when you start losing and you can no longer produce like a man is supposed to, they will start to complain. And they have every right to complain because you are supposed to be the provider, the leader. You're supposed to be taking care of them. Once they see that stop, especially if you have children, nah, man, they're going to complain. And they're going to keep complaining because they got mouths to feed. Mothers care about their children, even the ratchet mothers. Like I said, you see some of these ratchet mothers out here, right? But guess what? A lot of times they walk around with a baby on their hip. One dude talking about, oh, you got all these single baby mamas, all these ratchet mamas. Well, which is worse? A ratchet mama who's still taking care of her kids, who's being the mother to her kids, or a deadbeat dad who has kids by multiple women and he isn't taking care of any of them. You want to talk about these ratchet mothers having kids by multiple baby daddies, but they're taking care of those kids. Those kids are with them though. They try to get child support. Those kids live with them. Those kids have a mother, but where's the father? So you tell me who's worse? The ratchet mother who has multiple babies by multiple baby daddies who is taking care of her kids the best way she can, and all her kids are with her by all those baby daddies, or a deadbeat dad, a deadbeat Negro who done made several babies with multiple baby mamas and isn't taking care of one of those kids. Which one is worse? Who is really ratchet here? Who is really ratchet? At least the so-called ratchet mother has her kids with her, and she's doing her best to feed these kids and clothe these kids. The deadbeat dad who made all these baby mamas ain't nowhere to be found. So who's worse? You niggas really got some fucking nerve. Trying to cause all of this chaos and this smoke screen, blaming black women, which really is a smoke screen. Because if we're paying attention to the black woman, then we're not looking at you. We're not asking you questions. We're not saying, hey, dude, you're the leader of this community. How come you're nowhere to be found? How come every time I walk to this community, you ain't nowhere around? Aren't you the leader of this community? Yeah, I am. Well, every time I come through, I don't ever see you. What's up? Well, I be over in my friend's community. Well, do your friend need help? No, well, he ain't really my friend. He just a community, somebody I know. Well, what do you mean he ain't really your friend? Well, he's a foreign dude. I be over there with his women and whatnot. He got his community together, so I slide in every now and then and try to holler at one of his women. That's where you're spending most of your time in somebody else's environment, trying to commandeer their women, and you're allowing your own environment to fall in the ruins. Well, I don't look at it that way. I look at it as, hey, if I ain't there, then nobody can blame me for anything. These are your leaders. These are your leaders. We're walking around here talking about, well, you can't blame the black man because he's not in the home. Nigga, that's the problem. Duh. Hey, man, what's the problem? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Well, I heard something about well, about not being a good father. Well, are you a good father? I don't know. I ain't never there. Okay. Makes sense to you, huh? Pretty much. Yep, those are your leaders. Walking around here thinking stupid like that. But you can't blame the black man. He ain't in the house. He ain't there. It's the black woman's fault. Black man didn't make those kids. That black woman found those kids. He walking down the street. Right? She walked down the street, right? She walked down the street, right? And tripped over something and said, oh, I found the kid. Let me take him home and blame a black man. Say he's my baby daddy. Yeah, black women. Hey, all these black women getting pregnant. Hey, hey, Juju. Yeah, man. Hey, man, what's up with y'all getting all these black women pregnant? It ain't me, man. Well, who is it? Man, it's smoking. It's smoking Dizzle, bro. They've been getting all these women pregnant. Smoking Dizzle. Two niggas? Yeah, man. I think they up to like 50,000 kids apiece. Smoking Dizzle got together, got 100,000 kids? Yeah, man. Well, do Smoking Dizzle have a job? Nah, man, they be playing cards, though. Every now and then they may win $50. Where the hell is Smoking Dizzle? Out there getting the woman pregnant. Anybody want to put a stop to that? Can't never catch up with them. Anytime you get to the woman's house, they done moved on to the next house. So you saying these two niggas is impregnating over 100,000 women? Yes, sir. Okay. Make sense to you? No, it don't. But hey, we got to blame somebody. Might as well blame it on Smoking Dizzle. So you saying Smoking Dizzle is responsible for 70% of black mothers being single baby mamas? Yes, sir. Two niggas? Yes, sir. Where these niggas at? I don't know. I ain't seen them in like 75 years. Okay. All right, well, stay up, man. All right. Oh, by the way, do you have a girlfriend? No. Why not? Can't. Every time I meet a girl, you're looking for Smoking Dizzle for child support. Can't even talk to a woman no more because of them two niggas. Yeah, I bet. All right, stay up. So, people, Smoking Dizzle are responsible for 70% of the black women being single baby mothers. Smoking Dizzle, two niggas, making all these babies. No wonder these dudes are talking about, well, the father ain't in the home. Well, if you got two niggas making all these kids, they ain't gonna never be home. You got too much fucking to do. Excuse my friend, I just don't talk like that. You got too much humping to do. So, if it's 70% of black women 70% of black women are single baby mothers, then what would that make them in? Wouldn't 70% of the black men be single baby daddies? Well, then again, you know what? That number is probably lower because one black man, one deadbeat dad can have like 12 children. So yeah, it's probably a little lower because of that, because one deadbeat dad be having like 5 or 6 baby mamas or some shit. So yeah, that number could be, it could be something like 45%, maybe 50, because all of the multiple baby mamas one deadbeat dad can have. But that's bad because now you got multiple baby mamas. You up to 50% with all of these baby mamas. That's worse. Smoking Drizzle need their ass kicked. Smoking Dizzle need their ass kicked. Somebody need to catch them niggas. They going right here making all these babies. They fucking around with the goddamn statistics. Yeah, I need to catch them niggas, and they making y'all look bad. If it was me, I'd be out hunting for these two niggas, making all these kids. So, my thing is this here. You can't have this beautiful black woman. Now, I know y'all know the black woman is beautiful, right? You want this beautiful woman to submit to you, which she's not going to do because we already talked about that, about the manhood thing, and that's non-existent with you guys. So there will be no submission. So now you're mad, and now you done adopted emotions like a little girl, a pregnant woman, having all these mood swings. And now you got to the famous, well, if I can't have you, nobody can. So you go and you take her out and take out the kids too. We had some demon who killed his own brother, his girlfriend. I don't know if he shot the mother. And he killed 5 of her children. 3 of those children were his. So he killed his own brother, killed her, and killed 5 children, in which 3 was his. You're talking about unbelievable hatred here, people. These are demons, and they need to be dealt with. These aren't human beings. But we can get on this submissive thing all night. We can have some fun with it. But my whole issue is this here. Cut it out with the submissive shit. We all know that's a joke. It's actually a bad joke at this point. It's not even funny. Because if you did something to deserve submission from a black woman, you would get it. But the reality is that you don't. Okay, here's another question I have, right? Y'all keep talking about these other women being submissive and all that. What the hell do you niggas have to offer them? Those women aren't cheap. You got to pay for those women. They don't come free. See, free would be you going over there talking about, hey, foreign woman, I am a black high-value male. I have nothing to offer you but my high-valueness. And I want you to submit to me because I am so cool. What the fuck you think she gonna say? You're talking about women who are used to being provided for. That's currency. They cost. That is a cost, my Negro. Those women cost resources, money. They aren't free. Those men who have those submissive women pay for that submissiveness through resources, housing, protection, businesses, love. They pay for that. Submission costs. It isn't free. Like you Negroes think. You are going to have to pay for submission. Y'all can't pay for that. I don't have nothing. Many of you don't even have a job up here lying about you make 6 figures. If you was making it like that, you wouldn't be talking about it. One thing I know is about people with money, they don't even like to talk about money. They got money. Ain't no need for them to have conversations about it unless they're doing business. Seriously, if you try to bring up money to a person who got money, they'll steer the conversation somewhere. They don't want to talk about money. They got it. They don't even want you to know they have it. And they're most certainly not going to come on social media bragging about, I make six figures. And why you niggas got so low expectations? Just six figures? What about seven? What about nine? Why y'all think so puny? Almost everybody making six figure nowadays. Sanitation workers, truck drivers definitely make six figures. Many of them. And even the ones who ain't doing good is upwards around 75, 80,000. It's not hard to make six figures anymore, my man. Why not go higher? Seven figures. Hell, go all the way up to nine. More. Low expectations. And many of you ain't even built like that. You ain't even working like that. So don't sit up here and lie, talking about you making fuck out of here. Like we believe you. Negro, it's social media. You can be a big old bunny rabbit on here if you want to. You can hop your kangaroo ass all over social media. Hey, look at me. I'm a big black kangaroo. Cuckoo, cuckoo. You can do whatever you want on social media. It's fantasy. You can get on here and twerk with a lampshade on your head. If you so desire. It's social media. You YT gangsters be cracking me up. And for those who don't know what a YT gangster is, YT stands for YouTube Gangster. So you YT gangsters be talking about something. I'ma fuck you up. I'ma jump on the plane and I'ma come over there and I'm gonna do this to you and I'm gonna do that to you. Man, you ain't gonna do nothing. See, that's an indication right there that you're not gonna do anything. Because you can't be that dumb. Threaten somebody on social media where everybody can see you and hear you. If they can't hear you, if they can't see you, they can hear you. That's not very smart. So that's an indication right there that you're not going to do shit. Matter of fact, that's why y'all start that fucking argument, because you know ain't nobody going to do nothing. Y'all don't never get to know real shit. It's always, where you at? I'll meet you. I'll jump on a plane. Nigga ain't got, how you jumping on the plane, right? And you ain't got no money. You got to borrow the money from your girl. What if she don't want to give it to you? Go to your girl and say, hey, babe, I need you to give me a couple of $100 for a round trip plane ticket. For what? I'm going to jump on there and beat this nigga ass on YouTube. And she going to give you the money. Where you get the money from? All you tough Tonys, where you get all this money from? Now, right, you're going to hear the niggas talking about, well, I'm going to drive down there. I'm going to drive 500 miles to whoop your ass. Nigga, I drive for a living. 500 miles, you're going to be tired after 500 miles. And what you driving down there with? The car's in your girl name. What if she don't want her car going 500 miles? What you gonna do, walk down there? So you ain't getting no money from your girl. You're not driving a car, so what you gonna do, walk? By the time you walk 500 miles, your feet gonna be hurting and you're gonna fuck around and get your ass whooped because you ain't gonna be able to stand up. So you YT gangsters with this, I'm gonna whoop your ass, I'm gonna jump on a plane, I'm a fry green eggs and ham. Man, get the fuck out of here. I need to cut that bullshit out. That's why y'all talk like that, because y'all know neither one is going to do anything. You know, he ain't get on no damn plane, and neither are you. So please stop it. But we have, again, demonic energy in our society as black people, right? I blame the maniqueers. I blame the sissy bims. I blame all these red pill niggas. I blame all of these phony ass factions in the conscious community, especially the Hebrew Israelites. Black women, if you see a Hebrew Israelite, please go in the opposite direction. They're some of the worst Negroes out here on the street. Pushing a goddamn book that was created by a white man that they keep trying to convince you was a black man. And then they keep calling you the devil. The Hebrew Israelites talking about the black woman is a devil. How is she a devil? How? Yeah, you motherfucker. All right, man. Let's have a conversation. All right. What's your name? My name is Azik Kingdom Come Timbuktu. My bro. All right, let me get this straight. Your name is Aziz Iraq. Who? No, man. Just say my bro. What is a my bro? I don't know. Just say my bro. Okay, my bro. Tell me. Okay, you're a Hebrew Israelite. Now I'm a Hebrew satellite. What's a Hebrew satellite? Somebody who just watches from the distance. All right. So what have you observed from the distance? That the black woman is a devil. Well, okay, explain that to me. Well, she's a devil. All right. Well, all right. Go on. Go on about what? Well, you said she was a devil. That's right. All right. Well, you're a Hebrew satellite, so you observed this? Yes. From how great of a distance? I was on the moon when I observed this. All right. So you sitting on the moon. You're a Hebrew satellite sitting on the moon. You're looking down at Earth. And you observed the black woman being a devil? Yeah. Why can you see her from that great distance? Because she's a big devil. A very big devil. Okay. All right, well, tell me how she's a devil. Well, she does devil things. All right, like what? You know devil. No, I don't know. You tell me she do it. She do devil things. Well, what is these devil things that she do? Well, when she have a baby by a black man, and that black man don't want to take care of that baby, she take him to court for child support. That ain't nothing but the devil. All right, so let me get this straight. So the black man that had the baby with the black woman, and when the baby was born, he skedaddles and said he doesn't want to have nothing to do with the baby, which is his child, and she takes him to child support, and she's a devil? That's right. Well, what's the guy who left the child? Well, he's just a black man. Well, isn't he the father of the child? No. Why not? Because he left. So you telling me that this man that made this baby with this woman, who is the father of this child, is not the father of the child because he left? That's right. And since he's no longer the father, she has no right putting him on child support. That's being the devil. Wow. You know, you Hebrew satellites are really problematic. Why you say that? Well, you know, I mean, people like you are the reason why we have all of this hellish shit going on in society right now. Even if you're on the goddamn moon observing, you're still fucking problematic. I'm just telling you like it is. The black woman is a devil. No, sir, she's not. On the other hand, you are a piece of shit. And all of your Hebrew satellites and Mizraelites are pieces of shit too. And there you have it. They think the black woman is the devil. When the black woman comes walking by, when they outside preaching their bullshit, they see a black woman and she's the devil. No, nigga, you the devil. You full of shit. Out here walking around some big ass combat boots with fucking leotards and a metal kilt and a biker jacket and a bandana. Looking like a gay pirate. You the devil. It's you who we can live without. See, these dirty ass Negroes want concubines. They want the black woman to be a slave and a concubine. They want to be able to have sex with the black woman with impunity, and she's not able to say no. All these niggas care about is having sex. That's why our society is fucked up. These niggas are extremely selfish. They don't give a good goddamn about anybody in our goddamn community. All they give a shit about is having sex. That's all they talk about. That's all they fucking care about. They don't care about these young girls being murdered. They don't care nothing about that fucking nutcase who shot his 3-year-old baby 3 fucking times. They don't care nothing about that lunatic demon the other day in Texas, blowing his girlfriend away with an AR-15 and airing out his mind. They don't care nothing about that. All they care about is having sex. That's all they talk about. That's all they give a shit about. And that's why our race right now, we are losing. Because the men that's supposed to be the leaders, most of them ain't worth 2 fucking nickels to rub together. Because all they fucking immature, they play video games and they talk about sex and think about sex all fucking day long. That's all these motherfuckers want to do is hump. They don't want to build shit. They don't want to create no goddamn finances. They don't want to create no goddamn generational wealth. They don't want to do shit but fucking hump like dogs in the street. They want to run around with their fucking tail up, sniffing butts. And when they find a gentle smell or an accommodating smell, they want to hump. All these niggas want to do is hump. And they got the nerve to establish a faction like they about something. That's all the Hebrew Israelites are about, humping. Now, how is it that they know the scriptures in these Bibles and can do all this time studying these goddamn scriptures, right? But can't study a goddamn law or can't do nothing to change a fucking law to help the damn people? How come they're not out there with the Constitution trying to change that motherfucker? How come they're not in the goddamn legislative office, right? Reading the goddamn fucking law to the legislature trying to get that shit changed? Oh, they can give you all these goddamn scriptures, but can't tell you shit about helping black people. Want to convince black people that, oh, we were cursed. We who? We the Hebrew Israelites that came out of so forth or whatever. I didn't come out of so forth and whatever. I came out of Savannah, right? I'm sorry. I came out of New Jersey by way of Savannah. I didn't come out of no Kemet. I didn't come out of no goddamn Egypt. I didn't come out of no goddamn Israel. These whack ass niggas taking trips to Israel like they fucking want you over there. Like you're gonna change something over there. When y'all start getting lit the fuck up over there, don't come back over here talking about some, well, you know, we had an issue. There was a difference of communication. See, we believe we are the original Israelites. They felt that we were niggas. And when we tried to explain, like, no, we're not niggers, we're Hebrew Israelites, all hell broke loose. And before we know it, we were 5 men down. We only brought 7. And so the 2 that was left got their ass whooped. That's what's going on. And so all these phony ass factions. You got these fucking non-productive niggas over there in the conscious community right now who think they're Moors, wearing costumes. Niggas running around here in costumes, y'all. Looking all funny and shit. Get mad at other people because you don't speak Hebrew. Nigga come in the black community talking about something. Do you speak Hebrew? No, I don't. He mad at you like a motherfucker now because you don't speak Hebrew. Somebody you don't know who you are. Nigga, you don't know who you are. You a nigga who lives in America. You're not from Israel or Kemet or Egypt. You're not from there. These sellouts kill me, man. They do everything not to help their own people because it's going to take a Herculean effort to get us out of this. And that means the men are going to have to work, put their heads together, and they're going to make sacrifices. These niggas ain't ready. They ain't built like that. That's why you have all the phony factions, all these goddamn costumes. Grown ass men running around in costumes. Metal skirts and shit. Giant Herman monster boots. Leotards, for crying out loud. Looking like an obese tooth fairy. An obese ballerina. I was watching something, right, when the Hebrew Israelites, and I guess they lead a general, Hana, whatever the hell his name is. Yamaha, Yahana, whatever. Big bloated fucking Hostess cupcake Michelin man looking motherfucker. With all of this Ben-Hur shit on. Talking crazy. So this is what we have, black people. Other races have men who are productive. We have niggas who are dating coaches, Hebrew Mizraelites, red pillars, maniqueers, SYSBMs, fake ass Moors. And the niggas who just generally walk around talking about they're vibrating on a higher frequency, searching for a higher state of consciousness and shit. That's what we have. We don't have any real serious niggas that's gonna get down and dirty and handle business and get this ship turned around. We don't have that. We have very few of them, but we don't have the number that we need. We don't have that. We got a bunch of toy ass niggas who want to pretend, who want to stay fucking 9 years old forever, who want to live up under women, who want to attack women, who want to murder women and kill women, who want to sit up here with makeup on, talking about they fucking dating coaches and they're expert on women. That's what we have. And that's why we have absolutely nothing. Not a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. We own 1/2 of 1% of the wealth in this country, people. That's next to nothing. We are losing. We are in a losing position. And Negroes are fighting for a position to be at the very top of the very bottom. Never mind the big O that we have. Want to go hump. Don't care about us losing. You know why? Because they have assimilated into white society. That's why you hear them talking about admixture and all this other shit, melting pots and all that, because they call it buying in. They have completely sold out. They believe that the white man is going to allow them to live because they sold out. They sold their people out. They've even said it. They don't call it selling out. They call it buying in. So they've completely turned their back on us. They've completely turned their back on what they are. And they actually believe that somebody is going to trust them. Who the hell is going to trust you? And you sold out your own people. How could they trust you? I know I would never trust somebody who sold his own people out. And with that being said, let me bring in my co-host. I'm at the end of my rant. Dane,
Hello.
this is the part of the show where I take a little break and have you cover for me. I got to get my truck started.
Okay.
So take over for me for a few minutes. I'll be right back. All right, everybody. I'm at the end of my rant. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I made some of you think about some things. But I'll be back. I'm not done. Me and Dame will be talking up a storm here shortly. I got to take care of some business with my truck, and I should be back in about 20, 25 minutes. Until then, I'm going to turn it over to my lovely co-host, Miss Dame Frankie. Take it away, Dame.
Yeah, you covered everything. Okay.
And please try to stay close to the topic. Let's not
Uh,
go
you,
over to Andy Griffith and all that. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'll be back.
okay. That's funny. Okay, there's not much I can pretty much say you covered everything. Let's see. Um all right. So we covered everything to okay, look. This sissy bins, okay, the manosphere are a problem. People are listening to them and acting on it. The manosphere uh, may be all talk and no action, but apparently a lot of their listeners are are in action. Shooks probably don't even listen to them. They just have that same attitude um, of the manosphere. Everything is women's fault. We hate black women. Oh no, everything is black women's fault. We hate black women. Um, we don't choose wisely. We don't choose them, which I think they confused about. But they want us to submit. Um, but the, the madness that's going around, it seems like people are demon possessed, and some of it is all so similar, the same thing over and over again that it's hard to tell one from the next. Yeah, even the guy that and shot and killed his girlfriend online. He wasn't the only one. There was another one. It's just that his was more graphic. The other one, you saw him aiming the gun, and she's backing away out of the sight of the camera phone, and he shot her. He didn't show nobody. He just know that he shot her. Except, and he kept saying, "I had to defend myself from what?" It sounds a lot like this um save themselves, I had to save myself um rhetoric that they be talking about. If you gotta save yourself, you walk away, you leave, you don't kill her. But hey, they keep it's not gonna make women want to be with you, that want to submit to you. Oh, please, just coming up with the word submission. Not even Baptist preachers talk about submission so much, and they actually believe, but they know for what it really is. It's not submission to every man. It's wife to her husband. You ain't married to the woman, and y'all not trying to marry the woman. Y'all want to pump and dump. I want to have. You don't want to just have sex with just one woman for the rest of your life. No, no, no. Want sex with many women. That's why so many of you congregate and become part of the Hebrew Mizrahites or the Moors, because y'all got this weird idea about having multiple women or multiple wives. And as me and Abaddon said, that ain't easy. You didn't grow up with that. Y'all thinking y'all just gonna be able to have sex and she or they will take care of everything. Nah, them women expect you to do to work, to do everything, and you gotta be balanced. Just having multiple wives is a problem, financial. If you don't even have the resources to provide for one, how you gonna provide for two, three, and four, and umpteen million ones that you want to do? You keep watching that sister wife bull crap and thinking, oh, we're all be nah. Even they don't all get along together. Yeah, and you gonna be like some of them who think along that line and don't really understand. Next thing you know, your wives will be beating your behind. Okay, but anyway. So I don't even know if y'all know what it means to submit. For all you know, your women could have been submitting to y'all all along, and y'all don't recognize it because y'all got some weird idea what it means to submit. Me neither. I hadn't heard that from Hebrew Israelite, but I only met like one or two, and they not married. They not in costume. They seem to be a bunch of young dudes that's just studying the Bible, the book, or one of them. Peter Pan ninjas because they believe everything they see on TV and they want it all to be real. Uh huh. Yeah. 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 That's why they keep thinking Asian, Hispanic, and white women are submissive. I was like, what shows have they been watching? I ain't never seen one submissive um uh, uh thing out of them groups. Okay, you get this weird idea about geishas in Japan or those traditional women. That's a surface thing. And even so, they not submissive to everybody, or they to a certain extent, you know, you know, let you have, like you walk ahead of them, they let you do it, you know. But don't think it's submissive in everything. Sometimes it's like the bending, the yielding, but they're not being submissive. They just yielding to settle things, and so they can go about what they're doing. Yeah, but them same groups, they have a high stake on killing their significant others. So yeah, go ahead, go there and get you a submissive woman from them other cultures if you're able to. I don't think it's gonna happen. Because when I said they are, those other cultures, already know about you. I mean, y'all had gotten so loud and so disrupted and said so many crazy stuff. They don't want y'all in the country. If you lucky, they'll turn you right around at the airport. If you unlucky, you're gonna be one of the missing people that has gone to one of these places. Even when the airports were open, they was given travel warning to all these places that y'all like to go or want to go to or claim I went to that for black men. It's the first time I seen a travel advisory that said specifically for black men, these countries are dangerous for you. Yes. Black African American, black slash African American. These countries are these places are dangerous to travel to. I was like, whoa, it's really bad. I thought it was bad before, but it's the first time the government is telling you that don't go to these places. Your life will be in danger. Oh yeah. And I don't know how many I know there was a couple of lies where these men in these other countries, yeah, they on YouTube too. They be looking, they be hearing, and they said they didn't want you in their country. If you come into their country, they're gonna beat you behind. Okay. All right, so I got off pat. Okay. So let me reel it back in. Okay. Okay. Every day it seemed like for years we've been seeing women, black women being killed by the devil's police and the domestic violence killed, where her man beat her to death or choked the life out of her and stuff like that. All kind of ways. Yeah. But it has jacked up to such a point that we've seen things we ain't even heard of before, or we haven't associated with our people. We associate with their people, but not ours. hmm And so it makes me think you're not our people. You're one of theirs. Demonic stuff like murder, suicide. I mean, that last one, that was the final straw. I still ain't seen that whole video. Just a little bit I saw. I couldn't take it. I couldn't even handle Max telling me what he saw. But I'm like, wait, stop. Wait. You're gonna have to completely stop. If he gets too descriptive, I get nauseated. That was too much. That was too much for me. And and the killing of the children. I had a distant cousin got killed by her ex-husband. He didn't try to kill his kids. And then it didn't make sense to me then. He left her. They were married. He left her. He didn't want to be married anymore. He wanted to be free to go to other women, you know. And she just gave up trying to save him. She tried everything, tried forgiving him, tried everything, everything she to appease him. Even, if she was even submissive to another level, I guess what everyone, it was not enough. So I don't think y'all know what y'all mean when y'all say submissive. Okay, he left her for another woman that was better than her and stuff like that, so to say. And okay, so she went about taking care of kids and all that. 5 or 7 years later, yeah, she started dating. And she found one that, he seemed like he's gonna be the one. And she was just getting to the stage where she was thinking about introducing them to her kids. Next thing you know, her husband is her ex-husband is talking about, you know what, I made a mistake and I want us to get back together, be a family again. What? It's like, where was all this when I was begging and, pleading and waiting and hoping you would change your mind or realize you made a mistake. And then when I finally give up and I let go and I moved on, here he comes out of the woodwork, just popping up. And so she talked with him, trying to see where it's coming from, if this was honest, evaluation, that he actually meant it. But he still had his other woman. It's like, wait. You want us to get back together as a family, but you still got the other woman. You're still with the other woman. What's that? So she figured, it wasn't real, that she was going through the stages of, he see I'm moving on, and he's like the little boy who's seeing somebody else play with his toys, and it's gonna be a phase. So she held up a little bit, you know, she did kind of start a little introduction, but the kids just think of him as mommy's friend, you know. Okay, but she feel like she, slow it up a little bit, because it might be a stage of crazy, but she didn't expect this kind of crazy. He came to her job and killed her there at a job. Came to a job and it was making all kind of noise. If I can't have you, no one can have you, and killed her. He didn't go after anybody else. Everybody else was able to flee. Police was called, and he's on the sidewalk and he's crying. And next thing you know, he kills himself. We couldn't
Well, that's how
understand.
it.
Mm-hmm,
Well, that's how it usually happens. They take the
mm-hmm,
coward way out
mm-hmm,
because they were cowards to begin with.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I said before, black women, you have to be careful the type of men that you choose today. Find that black man that you can trust that would give you advice. Because we can see the kind of crazy that most people can't see. We can tell you this dude is off in his head. You know, Emotional guys are the worst. They're all emotional and can't get their emotions together. You don't want to
Mm-hmm.
deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we do have a good story about two black heroes who saved a
Uh-huh.
10-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, might want to.
All right. All right. Yeah. So not all black men are 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 demon possessed, trying to kill their women and children. All right. All right. This channel may contain content not authorized for use by its owner. However, according to Section 107 of the Copyright Act of the United States, the fair use of copyrighted work for purposes such as criticism, comments, definitely, news reporting, yes, teaching, yes, Max is teaching, scholarship, or research is not an infringement of the copyright. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let me fix them up just right so y'all can get a clear shot of them. Now, these gentlemen are our heroes.
I wonder if they had their black capes on.
Well, I don't know about black caves. Okay. All right. All right. These gentlemen are the heroes. These two men are sanitation workers who act quickly, led police to a missing 10-year-old girl from New Iberia, that's Louisiana. Our authorities said Monday morning the girl was found safe in St. Martin Parish on Monday morning, according to New Iberia Police Department. 33-year-old Michael R. Surreal of New Iberia has been taken into custody related to her disappearance. Surreal is a registered sex offender according to a listing on Iberia Parish Registry. He was convicted in 2006 of carnal knowledge of a juvenile. Yes, these gentlemen saved that 10-year-old from that kind of horror. Okay. Authorities issued an alert for Sunday night saying they believe she was in imminent danger after she was seen getting into a sedan with Surreal. Yes, I saw that alert and stuff like that. They gave a description of the car and it went statewide. The alert was issued statewide at 11:25 p.m. Sunday by Louisiana State Police. Okay. Beyond Merrick, a sanitation worker, shared a Facebook video Monday morning from the scene in St. Martin Parish. That was where she was found at. She's from New Iberia, found in St. Martin Parish. He says he noticed the gray sedan parked in a field and recognized it from the Amber Alert. Very observant. Law enforcement officers can be seen in the video surrounding the car, taking a man into custody. People act like they see stuff, but they don't want to say nothing. But she's safe now, thank God, because I got a little girl. I'm on my job doing what I got to do, Merrick said. This girl is being evaluated by medical personnel, authorities said. Surreal is being held without bond in the Iberia Parish jail on charges of aggravated kidnapping of a child and failure to register as a sex offender. The investigation ongoing, authorities say. Anyone with information to ask the New Iberia Police Department. Okay. Now, do y'all want to see the picture of the gentleman, or I'm saying gentleman, of the man who kidnapped the girl? All right. Okay. All right. Then I'm going straight to our hero's video. He went live and talked about it, Let's see. Okay, let me get out of my.
Yeah, don't play it too long. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, y'all want to see? Oh, you want to see the perpetrator? Okay. All right. I'm gonna show the perpetrator first, so y'all can see the face of evil. Okay. The face of a pedophile. Okay. 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 There he is. And that's the car. That's the suspect car. And there he is. Yeah, he's the one that kidnapped that little girl. He supposedly said that he was a friend of the family. Yeah, the family lets you take their child to Martin Parish. Like you don't believe that. All right. Okay, now for now for our heroes. Let's see. Okay.
Man, bro, I was on my grass route. I just seen this great car parked in the field. There was the dude who had the little 10-year-old girl. I just saved that little girl life, bro. I just saved that little girl life, bro. Thank God, bro. They got him now. Come on, man.
I'm glad they got him.
They said that little girl, thanks to two Pelican drivers, man. I got you, man. Man, I'm serious, man. That's sad, dog. That's sad, cuz. I see that little girl like, man. Little girl that 10 years old, man. On my job, dog. On my job. Amber Alert this morning. Come on, man.
That's what they
Silver
think.
card and everything, bro. Y'all need to say this shit, dog. Like, for real. Like, man, that's why I tell people, dog. People always want, man, that's wild, cuz. And like I said, people act like they see stuff, but they don't want to say nothing. Man, look, the car right there, the little girl safe right now. She's safe right now. She's safe, bro. Thank God, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a little girl. You know what I mean? On my job, doing what I got to do, dog. You know what I mean? Bro. I just told my what you call it. I say, man, look, check this out. You know what I mean? Thank God, bro. That's why I say, man, that man is real. A lot of people don't believe in him, but they need to start believing in him, cuz. They got that little girl, cuz. Sad, dog.
Okay, so I'm pausing right because as he said, he was on his job. He felt that this, as a man, this is part of his job. You know, to look out for his community, look out for um of the possibility that was the part. He wasn't taking any chances. He had a little girl. He has a little girl, and he feels for the family. He feels like a father that if you see something, you say something. It's better to be wrong than to be wrong and say something than to be right and not say something. He felt that was the card. He was looking out for his community. He was looking out for that little girl. That's the thing. You gotta put yourself in the other person's. Manosphere don't put themselves in the other person. They don't see that by them tearing down black women like they're tearing down their community, they're tearing down themselves, they're tearing down their children. They are stripping away protection.
And they are creating a dangerous environment for our women and children. They are creating a culture of hatred towards our women and children. And you see it playing out.
Yeah.
These men are murdering our women with no regard for their lives. They're murdering our children, their own children, with no regard for their lives. They created a culture of hatred.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they creating men who are future men who will not be any good to any woman, let alone the black women. There are black young girls, young ladies right now who don't want to date. They want to get up. They feel it's dangerous and stuff like that. They either afraid of becoming a baby mama and have to struggle like their mothers or their aunties or grandmothers or friends. In some cases, their friends, have to struggle trying to take care of a child by themselves. Struggling how to provide for a child by themselves. Fighting through the court to get some child support, some kind of child support. And yeah, and so they don't want that. They see how dangerous it's got. They watch the news. They see this. They hear this. Especially these younger generations. They are in the YouTube, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Instagram more than we are. And look at us. We YouTube, we in there pretty fairly wide. You can imagine what they are. They up in it. They are in it. Shoots. I got some of them that interact more on the computer than they do on face to face. We have to wean them to get them to learn how to deal face to face with persons of the opposite sex. But yeah, no, they say it's too dangerous. They're afraid. They don't know. hmm So they say they're not talking about ever getting married. You know, you think in the future get married? No. Uh, getting a boyfriend, a man. Not really, you know, get one of them. I'm trying not to become a baby mama. So they not thinking about forming relationships um with men, boys, because some of them are young girls. None of that. There's a group of them. No, mm-mm, have no interest. And each generation, if things don't get turned around, it's gonna get worse and worse. There'll be less and less. So that means less people getting together, less children. Eventually, there'll be none. We'll be facing problems like Japan. Japan has a problem with people hooking up. They rather play it safe and distance online. Okay, Auntie. No other race of men bitch about submission. They live their life like normal people, and they avoid their women. They allow their women to live their lives. Yeah, yeah. Now that you mention, no, submission seems to be coming from either men, or either black men or Muslims, and they got it so down pat that they don't even mention it anymore. It's expected. Yeah, so you're right. hmm No other race of men want to be with black men. Oh no, because they don't take care of their kids. So that means it falls on them. Shoots, I had one of my neighbor white neighbors told me that her brother is frustrated because his daughter has yet another child with another black man who refused to take care of his kids, and he's getting frustrated because he's trying to help all he can, but she keeps choosing these men who don't take care of their kids. So he shoots. Uh, shoot. Yeah, yeah, and he was gonna leave her out there. He's gonna leave her out there. That's why I was saying she's safe. She's safe. So far, it sounds like she's safe in every way. He didn't get a chance to molest her or rape her. hmm But they still gonna check her. They still check her out. So yeah. So 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 we're showing you that not all black. There are black men out there who are decent. They're not demons who care about their family, care about their community. You know, who who have done things. You know, risk their job, they risk being wrong. That's what seems to be a problem. A lot of these men, they want to make sure that their wrong or take a chance that they could be wrong in order to do something right. If you're doing something right, you can't do no wrong. And these gentlemen, okay, now I'm in the straying off the topic because I was thinking about we was talking about a while back. Max was even saying, okay, there are men out there who are high value because of their character, not because of how much money they make. But you'd be surprised how well paid these men are, or you will walk right over them, not knowing because they don't fit some kind of internal style or their job doesn't fit what you think is
Exactly. Yeah.
hmm
And a lot of them are corny dudes.
and they're corny. And,
I mean, you can fix corny.
mm-hmm,
What you can't fix is insane.
mm-hmm,
You can't fix a nutcase, but you can fix corny. Is easy to fix. A lot of these dudes are corny. They stay in the house. They go to work, stay in the house, watch TV, whatever. Get up and go to work, handle business. But they're not necessarily the cool dudes. They
mm-hmm,
don't dress cool. They just dress regular. Corny looking niggas. But these dudes got good heads on their shoulders. They got good hearts, and they're not lunatics.
mm-hmm.
And they can provide. They stay keeping a job, but they fly under the radar because black women, when they see them in the food courts and the malls eating their French fries or maybe going to the movies, they don't look like cool dudes. They wear funny looking clothes sometimes. They look corny, but these are good dudes, high character and production. A lot of these dudes are very, very productive, man. They're terminal managers. They're big time engineers, and and they work.
Mm-hmm.
Managers of bus stations, and work for the city, driving big snow plows and shit like that. Good
Mm-hmm.
paying jobs,
Yeah.
high paying jobs.
Yeah.
Operating for cranes at a seaport, making something like $72 an hour. And they corny dudes. All they do is work, make their money, save their money, go home, have a beer, watch some TV, watch some sports, shower up, eat, go to sleep, and go to work again.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not lunatics, but they don't look cool. They're not cool looking. They're not bad boys. They don't look hip because they're always working.
Yeah, they're not fashion models. They're more comfortable
No,
in their work boots, their jeans and
exactly.
t-shirt.
And these women are, and these men are all around you. Y'all just don't pay them any mind because y'all caught up in the image of these niggas talking crazy, these so-called Mac niggas dressing to kill and all that. Y'all caught up in all that imagery, so you don't see these guys. And they're right there, right next to you, sitting in the mall, eating a burger and French fries with a little baseball cap on, wearing some glasses, looking like Barney Fife, but getting paid like you wouldn't believe. Operating cranes, big time cranes. Driving, a lot of these dudes are train engineers. Driving for Northern Southern, making ridiculous money. Just regular whole humbug dudes. And they're not in the street. And they got their own place. Just they ain't got no women. They don't know how to talk to women. They don't go to clubs because they're not cool enough to go to clubs. Okay, so they don't go to clubs. A lot of them got they be on their computers. Most of the time they got to work. A lot of them work on oil rigs. A lot
Yeah.
of these guys are highly paid.
Oh yes. Especially oil guys.
Yeah, these guys are highly paid. And they
And
good guys. They high character,
mhm,
very gentle guys, wouldn't harm a fly. Many of them love kids but don't have none of their own. Good guys. You know, they're corny. They give you flowers and candy and shit. Corny niggas. But these are good guys and they make the money. And they can provide easily. But these are the guys you don't give no time of day and they sit and they're around you every day. And then they don't think that they can get a beautiful black woman because they work so much. They stay dirty because let me tell you something. A dirty man that's got like oil or dirt that comes from working or whatever, that is a hard working nigga. That dirt, that's money.
mhm,
That's money. That nigga dirty because he get paid. He
mhm,
ain't dirty because he filthy. That nigga dirty because he get paid. I remember, man, one dude, I was in the store talking to this couple of girls, and this dude came in with his hard hat, kind of dirty, whatever, you know what I'm saying? He even smelled a little bit. And he walked by the store, he's like, man, he smelled bad. And old girl behind the counter said, he smelled like money. That man get money.
mhm,
And then she changed her tune. Guess who married now? That was 10 years ago. They've been married for 10 years.
mhm.
That same dirty, smelly dude that came in with that hard hat, had that sister not said nothing to her, she wouldn't have gave him the time of day because she thought he smelled bad. Right? The older sister behind the counter who's more seasoned said, honey, that's the smell of money. That man worked. That man gets paid. And now those two are married. They've been married for 10 years.
Yeah.
These guys are all around y'all. Y'all just don't pay them no mind.
Mhm.
Don't pay him no mind, man, because y'all go for this so-called whack-ass nigga that's always put himself on Front Street, who try to look prettier than you. You know, the smooth-talking nigga, the nigga that's supposed to be having a Maserati and all that. These guys can have cars like that, but they don't roll like that. They drive Toyotas or, they may drive an old-ass Volvo. But when you look at their bank account, you be like, oh, shit, this motherfucker got money.
Not to mention, a lot of them having additional skills. They work on houses, they work on cars.
Yup, they can work on cars, houses.
With a raggedy car, they working to fix it together and put it together to sell. They flip cars, they flip houses.
These niggas are highly productive, and they can do multiple things, like Dame said. These dudes stay paid. Many of them own their own houses. They built their own houses. Some of them. Some of them built their own houses.
Yeah.
Okay. They work on their own houses. Okay. And you don't see them in the street. They may go to a bar and have a drink, something like that. But they're not loud in the street, starting trouble, fighting with niggas. They ain't got time for that. They be working all the time. These niggas are highly productive.
Or you see them at family get-togethers, or like if they have a cookout in the neighborhood. After time, they doing the cookout. They the one doing the cookout. Yeah, they ain't wasting their time or their money going to a bar or to a club. It's like I can buy my own liquor if I feel like drinking. My time is either used to make money or work a job. It's either job or money.
Yeah. And like I said, these guys are all around y'all. They be in the rest areas because they be driving to see family and whatnot. Looking corny. Nigga might be wearing a pair of jeans or something, or some boots and a pullover shirt. Maybe he got an average haircut. A lot of them like to wear baseball caps. Some of them, when they wear suits, they look like they out of the goddamn 50s. Okay, because they work all the time. They don't keep up with the latest fashion. They work all the damn time. And these dudes are highly productive. Diesel mechanics get paid.
Yeah. Shoots. They put
Trust
more
me, I'm in
money
the
in their
trucking
clothes than
business.
their clothes.
I'm in the trucking business. I'm gonna tell you right now. Diesel mechanics, them niggas be making like 175 an hour. Okay? These guys are all around y'all. They highly productive. They're all around y'all. They going to the corner store, riding to the store. They're in the malls, in the food court, going to watch a movie, doing corny shit. But y'all don't pay them no mind. They walk past you every day. You see them every day at the Walmart. You don't recognize them because you have a different image of a man in mind. You know, y'all into this so-called high-powered imagery shit. A lot of these niggas ain't shit. These old lying niggas up here talking about they high value, 6 figures. Man, these niggas full of shit.
And shoots, and they don't feel no stereotype. They vary because some of them as tall as 6'5" and as short as about 5'5". I've seen.
Yeah.
Well, actually 5 foot even. I met one who's 5 foot even. Him and his little wife are happy together, but he's married.
Yeah.
But they are work. They work.
Hold on one second. And the thing about it is, the things that's wrong with these dudes ain't nothing that can't be fixed, man. A lot of these dudes are just corny. Corny can be fixed, ladies. Corny can be fixed. Maybe a little pudgy. Pudgy can be fixed.
Yeah.
You can't fix a nutcase, though. You can't fix a maniac, a good-looking maniac. Or a handsome nutcase. Can't fix that. But you can fix pudgy, and you can fix corny. And some of these dudes may not be corny for some of y'all. Y'all might like the way they are.
Yeah. Because if you get the time to know them, they got a good sense of humor.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of them read a lot. They read books. They really don't know how to talk to girls. But once you get a conversation with them, they can have a conversation because they're not stupid. But they ain't got no game like that, though. That's why we call them corny niggas, because they ain't really got no game. All they do is work. They don't really practice game. They're not in the street like that. And a lot of these guys got beautiful. I know some of these dudes, man. They got big ass houses, cars. Some of them live in them places by themselves, or they let their family live with them.
Yeah.
Some of them get hooked up by their sisters. Their sisters be like, you know what, my brother needs a girlfriend. You try to hook him up. You know? A lot of these guys, especially, like I said, diesel mechanics, ladies, man, them motherfuckers making 150, 175 an hour. 150, 175 an hour. Y'all need to jump on these diesel mechanics. Where do they work? They work at places like Detroit, Cummings, Caterpillar, what's the other engine? Mercedes. Mercedes got a truck engine too. That's where you're gonna find these diesel mechanics making all that money. Brothers.
Some of them you get thrown off by the way they speak vernacular because they speak country.
Yeah. A lot of these other brothers that work at the Detroit dealership. Detroit makes the DD15, which is the common engine for the Freightliner. I got a DD15 in this truck. You go hang out at the Detroit dealership, they got cafeterias and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hang around. Wait for lunchtime, right? And watch how many brothers come out of that place. Some of them look goofy and shit. Paid. Diesel mechanic working for Detroit Diesel. I tell you where to go. Get in your car, Go find Detroit. Go find a Freightliner. A lot of brothers work at Freightliner. Go find your Freightliner dealership. Hang around. Go in there and act like you want to buy a truck. Talk. Wait till like noon. You see them all coming out for lunch. Watch how many brothers come out of there. And them brothers are paid. See? That's where they at. They're working. You got to know where to go. And a lot of them live around y'all, live down the street, live across the street, and you don't give them a second thought. They live in a big, nice house across the street or down the street, and you don't give them a second thought. A lot of these dudes own their own homes. They own cars. Ain't got nobody to share it with. But they don't look cool. They look dumpy sometimes. They don't look like a guy that other guys respect. They don't look like that. They don't have that look. They look corny. But these are good guys, high character. They're not awkward. They're not weird. They got their heads screwed on straight. They're not sexual deviants. A lot of them are very highly respected. If they did get a girl, oh man, they would be head over heels. Are you kidding me? A lot of them don't even know how to talk to girls. All they do is work. Sometimes they usually get hooked up by a family member or a friend trying to play matchmaker. Like you ever heard a woman talking about, look, I know this great guy. He just ain't got it. He needs a girlfriend. He's not my type, but he's a great guy. See, a lot of women lose that when they say, well, he's not my type, but he's a great guy. And they pass him on to the next woman. Mm-hmm. And he might get passed up by several women, but that one woman that say, okay, I'll take a chance on this guy. She's the one that ends up with the jackpot. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, you want a decent man employed, go to places of gainful employment, and you will find them. Like I said, find your nearest Detroit diesel dealer. A lot of brothers that work for Detroit, they work on them diesel engines. I know, I've seen them. Go hang out, hang around in your car. Wait till about noon. Watch all them brothers come out of there, get going to lunch. All that money going to lunch. They're all around y'all, ladies. I just got to know where to look, you know. They're in the mall shopping for, most of the time they're shopping for somebody else, like family members, because they ain't got nobody to spend their money on. They got so much money, they got nobody spending on. So they may buy a family member something, or a cousin, or they're usually in the mall with their cousins, you know, in the food court. A lot of these guys, they like burgers, okay? They like burgers. They eat their burgers and fries. They love their burgers and fries. And you sitting up there, right? See some goofy nigga eating a burger and fry at the food court. You be like, okay, this old fuck that nigga. But then you follow his ass outside, and he gets into a motherfucking big ass Benz or fucking Jaguar, some shit like that. You like, what? That corny nigga with a ride like that? Yeah, with a ride like that. Because that corny nigga is paid. Yeah. Go to these trade schools. Hang around these trade schools. Find out what these brothers are, getting the trade in. Those are ambitious brothers. There's plenty of trade schools. I'll even look some up for y'all. Go hang around these trade schools. And watch these brothers go and get these trades. They try to be, they ambitious. They're the type of brothers you want to latch on to. Especially if you got anything to do with mechanic or stuff like that. They getting the job. I'm telling you that right now. That shit is in high demand. They getting the jobs. And they're going to get good paying jobs. Go up there, Hang around the trade schools, stake your claims. Stake a couple of niggas out. You know? I would say go to the college campuses, but the college campuses are full of a lot of fucking niggas who got dreams and don't know how to get the right degrees and shit. End up getting fucked up degrees and then they don't get any jobs. I'd rather you go to a trade school because them trade schools are focused on the job place. And the brothers in there getting them trades, they gonna get a job. I'm telling you that right now. Mm-hmm. Especially them diesel mechanic schools. So I'll go into these schools, hanging out, seeing where the brothers are going. It's like a conversation that went, okay, what you here for? Oh, you know, I'm a diesel mechanic. I'm going to work for Detroit when I get out of here. Bingo. You just talk yourself into a man making $150 an hour to start. All you got to do is wait. Wait for him to finish school. That's all you got to do. Just wait it out. Telling you, that's where you go. Go to some of these trucking companies. A lot of these truck drivers, right, make 6 figures and better. Some of these truck drivers, I know truck drivers that make $300,000 a year. You want a good, productive man? Go where the productive men are. They're in these trade schools. They're in these trucking companies. They're in these diesel mechanic dealerships. They're carpenters. They're brick masons. They're into construction. They build cars. Go where these brothers are. You'll get you a real dude that's productive with his head screwed on straight, ain't a fucking lunatic. You'll get somebody who's about something, who understands what it is to be able to have resources and have the ability to create his own resources. And once they get this trade and stuff like that, they can go to work for themselves. So I'll go to these trade schools like Apex. A lot of brothers go to Apex, a lot. Detroit hires straight out of Apex. Telling you, you just got to know where to go, ladies. They ain't not on social media. They're not walking in the Hardee's screaming on little girls. They are in highly productive areas, being highly productive, getting paid. Go hang out at the docks, at the seaports. You see them big brothers, you see them brothers driving them big giant cranes, making $75, $80 an hour. Especially at the seaport, right? And the piers, it's a ton of brothers down there. All of them are union. All of them getting paid. Go where the productive men are. You want a man that's working, go hang around places of employment where black men are working. Dame?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was reading the chat. I was responding to Mika. Yeah. Mika been saying she's trying to push trade for her kids and their friends, their teens, and almost out of school. My daughter's in trade as we speak. I've been trying to get my son into wanting to drive trucks, but he isn't feeling it. My daughter is in the nursing program. I never known a high school to offer nursing. I know they used to
Yeah,
offer CNA, but that was a long time ago. But
that's right. Lady
maybe.
school. Hmm.
Oh well. You go ahead and answer, Max. Maybe.
Like I said, go for a tradesman. Go to these trade schools. Go for a tradesman. A lot of brothers are getting trades. Those are your high value males. Because when they come out of them schools, trust me, they're going to be making big dollar. They're going to be high value. And you get a high value man making big bucks, big production, and don't have that fucked up attitude like these sissy bims have. You can come out of there cooking with gas. All right, y'all. It's about time we shut it down, Dan.
Okay.
Let's get on out of here. Take us on out of here. Before we go, remember, ladies' night will be starting at 6, effective immediately on Saturday night. So be ready for the new time. Okay? And we got some new things we're going to be bringing in this, later on this year. Okay? So we'll probably be back. I don't know. May not do a podcast tomorrow. Might do one on Friday, though. So, might see you guys on Friday, all right? Thank y'all for coming out. Peace, power, and unity.
All right.
Dan, you got anything else you want to say, Dan?
That's it. Unless you got some suggestions for Mika about maybe she trying to introduce to her son. Because he's interested in truck driving.
What does he like to do? What is he interested in? What is he into? Is he into electronics? What is he into?
Okay, I'm waiting to see if she responds. I hope she hadn't hopped off yet. He's a gamer, Max.
Huh?
He's a gamer, Max.
Oh, no. Okay, well, try to get him interested in making the games. Try to get him into game programming. Okay? Talk to him about game programming. And if you want to give it a shot, I can tell you a couple of schools you can suggest to him that he can get into where he can learn how to program video games.
Okay. Oh, she also said he's good with his hands.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Carpentry, brick masonry, electronics, robotics. Okay? If he's good with his hands, that means he's highly intelligent. Okay, so he can build. Robotics. But first, throw the gaming programming at him first to see what he thinks. And let me know, and then we'll go from there. We'll get him into something. And if he's good with his hands.
Offering gaming for a summer program here. It's my Zip Chow, CHOU.
Who?
She said they're offering gaming for a summer program here. It's my Zip and somewhere CHOU.
Okay. All right, try to get him involved. See if he wants to get involved. Does he like gaming? Push him all the way into it. You know what I'm saying? The way he can make money off of it. Try to get him into gaming programming. See how that works. And go from there. If not, there's other things we can probably get him into because he's good with his hands. See if he like working with wood. We like building a lot, electronics. Start with the gaming first. Try to get him into that. See what he says.
Oh, okay. She said it was my zip code. And she's is suggesting computer programming.
Uh-huh.
and said that men love welding computer programming when she was in college. You might like it.
Right.
Mika says, only think about gaming, you have to have an A for them to accept. Thanks. I don't want to hold y'all up. I appreciate the advice. Yeah, and Mika, you can always chit chat with us in Discord. You know, we there. You can just still get in. Just click on the Discord. You've been in there once, it probably will take you straight back to Earth the Nation. All right, everybody. Good night. And we don't
Peace,
see
power,
you.
and unity, everybody.
Peace, power, and unity.
Yeah, son. There's mad kids out there getting creamed in the 9 Fest, bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. You know, alright. And this is the year with mad cats get real. I'm a small fly, kick real. Minimal string out in the belt of the street. Your little street dog got the late at speed. If Joe starts a song for the street. When I hit the streets, I like to sit. And at the same time, say no, listen to the fucking thing while I pursue it. Steve O, listen to it. Cash poppin', Cody's cooking, beats copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that you live in, got mistaken, quarter bit. In 94, in 95, stay alive, pin caps while I'm laughing in the set. Flowing the ass, ready in the glass, walk the boom, and I'm flat. Finally, sneak up on the line, bust a cap in my back, where they can't find me. They see a young player, hey, I know it's here. They better see his brain. I tell them they just head off, birds and downs like red, blow the head off, hitting up spots, eating up spots. Finish shots like I'm being blood clouds. I'm out to get cream, and ain't no doubt in my mind. Fuck this bullshit, I'm here to get that for mine. I get that. I keep on some place in that. They came up with a nigga roulette. This is the is I split the melee. Contact and punctuation is compared to 8 J. This is the fucking off like Tommy Gibbs. It's a boost monk. Decapitated rappers in my truck. I'm sick. Gum bouncing with my finger. I've been jumping. Chicken leg like clouds zigzagging. What's the talk about putting keys? Come on, you're nickel bagging. I'm blasting off please. Niggas fellas believe you can see. Packing heaters with jokers, bagging cheerleaders. They got a chain, it's still the same. In the rap game, I'm bagging cookies out. Right, y'all are looking sipping vintage wine, eating dollar coffee. I'm phenomenal, the ass down. Lyrics in the brains like barnacle, never sleep. I'm taking the drug to the street, techniques and rolling in the bleach. Ain't nothing sweet about the street, so I'm poetic. I'm pure like cook up and lyrics shot like fish scale. Signs came deaf, let them know I get down with mine. I get down with mine.